What's good? Hit that like button, share, subscribe. You know how it goes. The reason I held off on this one because I had to check more articles, but I have a good article below. Understand, many people are talking about how Cassie almost got hurt by Diddy, how Diddy did this and that to her, but nobody's analyzing Cassie's situation at all, at all, at all. I just did detailed looking into articles. Cassie allegedly has a husband and a daughter. Okay, so why were you staying at Diddy's house? You had a family, but you took the time to pursue your wants so crazy that you left your family to stay with Diddy. And then the husband, named Alex Fine, as weak as this man is getting up detailing how Diddy almost did stuff to her as her husband. Do you guys hear what I'm saying? Her husband. She is allegedly married. And she pursued her career so much that she became a play toy for Diddy. Man, that was the most selfish and disgusting act I've ever seen. I've literally changed my overnight view about Cassie. I don't see you as anything that you're describing. I honestly, I want to see justice for you, but I feel like you need to find God. That, like, man, you have a husband. You're married. You said, you guys are saying in this article, they're saying you're married. So why are you at Diddy's house in the first place? I'm confused. Why aren't you with your family? Even if you said it's a job, the first time that happened to you, why would you stick it out for the job when you have a family just to be, quote unquote, the R word, just to be, quote unquote, the A word? Like, why? That's ridiculous. That makes no sense. And then everybody's going to call her a strong woman, and she makes it look like you get a payday out of situations like this for every other woman that's going through it. That's not true. Most of you get nothing. You get nothing but pain and suffering and hurt for time you wasted trying to get with a star who really didn't want you in the first place. This is what I'm saying, man. They're making things seem a certain way to make people act a certain way, but your actions can't be that because it's going to be indicative of things that are opposite because it's not good things you're doing. Cassie, you had a husband and you were at Diddy's house. Why? What were you sticking it out at Diddy's house? The first amount of money you got, you should have bounced. Ma'am, there's nothing you could tell me to make it seem like you're a victim. And then for your husband's reaction, I'm disgusted. No husband will react like that, knowing that's happening to their wife. I'm pretty sure when he seen you throughout it happening, you told him. He just let you kept going back. That's crazy. And this is what makes men look like predators, but we're not. When women are doing things like this needs to be called out. No other woman is going to say anything about the fact she was allegedly. Now, this is what the article's saying, because she doesn't have his last name. Her name's Cassie Ventura. His name's Alex Fine. So maybe they're not legally married, but if you guys have a daughter and you see it as marriage, why were you at Diddy's house? For what? So you stuck through the abuse for what? Man, I'm sorry. I don't know why no one's talking about this. Maybe because they don't read. I do both. On articles, then I look at the story the person has. Yo, the articles are nasty. They read nasty, man. You had a man who you consider a husband, but he was sending you off to sleep with Diddy, and you were getting abused, and he knew. Yo, now this guy's stepping up like he's holier than thou. This is crazy. Like, these are the type of social interactions that we don't need for our children, for the youth in the future. This is bad. This isn't good. It's not good interaction. What's good about this? Nothing. Not one thing. Honestly, women need to be talking in Cassie's ear, getting her head right. You had a husband and was going over Diddy's for what? Then you went home and told him, oh, yeah, he just forced me to do stuff with some guys. What was the conversation? Oh, yeah, honey, don't worry. He forced me last time. He might force me this time, but it won't be too bad. I actually don't mind today. Like, what type of conversation was happening? Or when did you ever visit home? And y'all got a daughter, allegedly? Cassie Ventura, what are you doing? You make women look bad with this. You make them look bad with this. You're not innocent either. You can cheer and everybody could praise you for getting Diddy locked up. But ma'am, you're not innocent either. Don't act like Diddy's the only predator. You're a predator too. You had to be predatory for his money or your career. Either or. You were staying for a reason. You had a alleged husband who's claiming you with a daughter, but you kept showing up to Diddy's house. How much can we really blame Diddy? Now that I know this, how much can we blame Diddy? To the extent of what he does, yes, he was wrong. But she kept being there. Why did she keep showing up? This is what I'm saying. And now everybody's praising her. Why? Why is she being praised now? Now that I'm listening, yeah, she opened her mouth like the other women did. And good job. Good job. They need to learn to speak up. But what about the fact you had a husband? A quote unquote husband that you claim, he claims. You both are saying husband, wife. You both are saying that. What in the world? What type of cohesion was going on there? I'm starting to think now, was he involved in any way, shape, or form? These other men, did he show up at any time and join in? That's my question. I'm really curious. How much involvement did he have in the situation? Because no husband thinks like he thinks. You're not a husband. God says you're not a husband. What are you? God sees you as a heathen, someone who knows nothing, because you're not honoring your vows. What are you talking about? If you're just saying to say it, then stop saying it. Because if you're not married to her then, why would you want to marry her now? She just got used and abused by Diddy. Oh, because the money. Everything is about money with some of these people, and it's wrong. Everything is about money. Everything. Some things money can't defend. Like, how many men was she being used by? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you're not even thinking, my guy. You're just sitting there up on the talk shows to get notoriety, but you're looking soft and weak because you are claiming to be the husband. And Diddy was doing this. Don't you see this? And you're like, well, he's a big star, I'm not. At the end of the day, you quote unquote are the husband, which means you're going to be by her side all the time now, right? We'll see. Because he wasn't there for Diddy, was he? But he's on the shows talking about what she said because he would have intervened because she was being the A word, hurt by this man, hurt by her. And you just sat there? I don't believe that. So you just was letting her do this and you were looking at the financial gain like it's worth the money. That's crazy. Now that is crazy. Wow. You know what it is. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. All rights reserved.